Tejano TV presents. It's the Three Amigos Show! Starring Big Daddy D. Burleson, the Midnight Cowboy Marcus Daniels, El Guy Juan Mendoza, tonight's special guest, Hugo Guerrero. Brought to you by Chingon Radio, LilahLisaPromotions.com, Hacienda International Productions, musician Janie Farias, Azul Tequila, taste the new face of tequila. Archy's Homestyle Burgers in Cotulla, Texas. The Tejano Conjunto Music Superstore, Janie's Record Shop, and Tejano TV. And now, let's get on with the show.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on the Three Amigos Show. We're broadcasting live on Tejano TV, so make sure you guys download it on Roku, Firestick, iOS, and Google Play Store. And thank you guys so much for joining us here. Well, of course, we want to thank our sponsors, my baby Lilah Cervantes with Lilah Lease Promotions, Danny Farias, Janie's Record Shop, Hacienda International, Archy's Homestyle Burger, and of course, Azul Tequila, the new face of tequila. I am El Más Chingón, Juan Mendoza.
Marcus Daniels, Midnight Mariachi.
Big Daddy D. No, I'm not D. Burleson. DJ Nunes filling in for D. Burleson.
My name is Hugo Guerrero. Elvis Presley. Hey, listen, check this out. Primeramente, quiero darle las gracias a todos los que nos están viendo out there. Thank you for watching us and for being part of this. And thank you guys for inviting me and to be part of this. Pero I'm having some issues here with this thing here, man. One of them is telling me the battery is dying.
Oh.
But I got the phone on, and I can see myself on the phone. So
I'm a Neanderthal when it comes to this.
You don't put us around sound.
Al alba. So I'm gonna go with the phone, Otto.
Okay. Just turn on the other device that you have there.
Okay. You can hear like an echo thing, right? So I'm gonna turn off this thing over here.
It's technical difficulties.
Okay. How's that? Is that better?
That's better.
That's good. Can you turn the phone sideways?
Perfect.
There you go.
Animo.
Like sideways. Like this?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you see me?
Yeah, just turn the phone a little bit. We can see like your left side where the mic is at. There you go.
Oh, there you are. Oh, okay. Te digo, vato, estoy caído, yo pues dale, vato. So anyway, like I was saying, thank you guys for inviting me, man. Thank you for letting me be part of this. Like as you can see, I'm not very good at this, so you know.
No.
You're
It's kind of this is new to me, okay? So I live a very private life, so for me to be doing this, it's like, ¿qué es esto? Pero anyway, gracias, and un saludo cordial a todos los que nos están viendo out there, a todos los camaradas, everybody Tejano who's hardcore to the bone. Ahí les mando un saludo, un abrazo cariñoso, parte de su servidor, Hugo Guerrero, and thank you guys for inviting me to be part of this. Marcus, it's nice to see you, Marcus. Man, where you been, Vato? Where you been?
Look, I've been in line to get together with the baddest producer in the industry. I've been in line for.
Oh, so that's what it's called nowadays.
In other words, he's throwing hints. So he said, when is he going to get invited to your studio?
I'm trying to get in the studio, man.
No, but it's nice to see you, man. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Yes,
D couldn't be here with us, so if anybody's looking for D, I mean, the closest thing we have to D is Marcus, but if anybody's looking for D, he's not here. He had some prior engagements going on, so he won't be here tonight.
Well, what are you talking about? I don't know any D. What are you talking about?
El loco.
I know Marcus. I know who that is.
Man, no, I hope you don't watch this.
You tell him I said it.
Okay.
No. I love D. Man, I remember D from Culturas and Delia, and mi compadre Ricky on the guitar. Man, back in the day, we used to do some incredible things. Playing at the Alamo Dome and stuff like. And these guys, I remember Culturas. They used to have, man, one hell of a show back in. I mean, one hell of a show. I remember that. It's like after they got off the stage, it's like, now what the hell are we gonna do? Damn. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
But anyway,
they're making a comeback. They just released a new album.
Huh?
I said they're making a comeback. They just released a new album.
I heard about that. But how true is it? I mean,
it's already out.
Full
it's already out.
Yeah,
okay.
The CD's already out.
Oh wow! Eso no me lo sabía, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I mean, I've been updating the studio. Hey, Marcus, I jumped to Pro Tools 12. But you know what happens when you upgrade? You have to upgrade everything else. And man, there was a point there that I was all stressed out because it's like, oh man, now I need to what? I need to Thunderbolt cables. What is that? So yeah, to make a long story short, ended up getting a whole new computer there. So anyway,
I'm going back to analog.
You know what, man? It's not a bad idea because back in the day, back in the 90s, that's the way we used to record. And if we used to sit down and behind this humongous consoles of sound, and what you put in there was exactly what you got back. There was no copy paste. Well, I did once record something to a tape and then re-recorded it back to the tape. So I guess that would have been copy paste. but back then, it was I don't know, it was different. I mean, you literally had to learn the song from the beginning to the end, and the band had to play, from the beginning all the way to the end. And that was done. That was the way it was done back in the day. Yeah. Of course, technology has made things a lot more easier nowadays to where it's like, where was all of this when we needed it?
Hugo, what was that last thing that everyone else was doing in the studio and you refused to do, and you finally gave in and said, okay, I'm gonna have to go ahead and go with this?
Oh man, that's got to be Charanga, man. I didn't really want to do that. I did not want to record Charanga. It was not a song. Well, it was a song that we had already played, but when we had 9 songs and we needed that number 10 song, and my compadre Valde Muñoz, he was the one that suggested, why don't you record that song? I'm not gonna do that song. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? And, it's like I guess I couldn't picture myself going quack, 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 quack. I couldn't picture myself doing that, right? And another thing I had thought was that we had so many other songs that were nice. Why we just concentrate on this other song, right? And anyway, make a long story short, the song was added in there as the number 10 song, and I am not kidding you when I say this. Things changed dramatically overnight. All of a sudden, the phone was ringing off the wall, and we were playing in places that it was no longer Tejano. It was more of a different market, right? We were playing in California and with bandas. Back then, I don't know if you remember, Quebradita was popular.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost the voice.
We lost your sound.
We lost audio. It's all good.
Audio.
If you can hear us, or if somebody can send him a message. But at this time, before we get Hugo coming back real quick, quiero dar las gracias a Mr. Marcus Daniels and Midnight Cowboy joining us for the Grupo Sistema. Hey man, I don't know if you got the chance to check out that commercial, brother. We got Hugo back?
Yeah, we got it back.
And somebody was calling me on the other line.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good. It was something simple.
So anyway,
Hugo, I heard that you guys were getting requests for the song while on stage before you had played it, or no?
Run that by me again.
So they were asking for the song before you guys had performed it live before? You hadn't performed it
Yeah,
live?
actually, like I said, every band that I know, every band has a song, and we call it La Levanta Muertos, right? When you're playing and the people are not responding, but you know that if you play this song, everybody's going to get up, whether it's Por una mujer casada, whatever, right? And you know that song's everybody's going to dance. Charanga was one of those songs. Yeah, we didn't want to play it. We would play it, but it was we didn't really, in reality, we didn't think much of it. I mean, I didn't. It's weird because when we finished recording it, I was in the bus going back, and I told my compadre, man, watch that song be a big hit. Hey, man, that would be like embarrassing. Why? For the rest of my life. So anyway, sure enough, when that song came out, see, there were songs that they would ask for that song, but it's like, the way I used to think back then is that we had so many other songs that were nice, right? I mean, I used to like, ay amor, porque me dueles. I used to like that one. I used to like, yo no te pido la luna. I used to like that one. Right?
That was nice.
And I used to like la de, yo sería farolero. I used to like la de, te regalo una rosa, la encontré en el camino. I used to like those. Right? Instead, I'm stuck with, quack, 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 quack. So, but even up to now, that's a song that, everywhere I go, I have to play that song. I have to. I mean, if I don't play it, man, what happened to that song? I don't want to play it no more. Damn it.
Yeah, when we saw you over there at Jaime's place, that's the one you ended the show with over there with La 45.
Yeah. Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, see, what happened there is I was supposed to play a lot longer, right? But you saw that when you were there, that the clouds and thunder started to.
Yeah,
the
weather had
Mike Torres, who was de la 45, I mean, Mike, if you're listening to me, hello, un abrazo. Anyway, Mike said, man, we need to cut it short porque viene el agua. So let's do charanga, okay? Let's do it. So, vámonos. Yeah, there's a reason that I play that song to the end. Okay. A long time ago, we would start off with that song, right? And then people would leave.
Oh,
because they just came to hear that song. That's it. Right?
Man.
Once they hear it, okay, bye, we're gone. So now I play it at the end. So you have no choice but to hear my songs.
Pero dejamos de saber, bro, is that like that at Tejano after party, the people that came out for that event, our third year running for that event, our third year for Chingon Radio, backing up for Mike and John there for the event, and you playing that, bro, at the end. And I understand we were on a time restraint. I understand the clouds, the weather, y todo. The fact that as soon as you hit the stage, bro, everybody had a different environment, and when you brought it, I've heard you probably about 5 times in my life, and what you brought to the stage that night. Dejaste caer la pinche greña, bro.
Oh, wow.
Bad fucking ass, bro.
Here's my hair.
He shocked everybody who started playing rock and roll at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah, bro. It's fucking.
Well, the thing is, no. Let me tell you what happened. See, I use an iPad when I play live, right? I have a lot of things that I pre-program before I get on stage, right? That time, since we were going, you saw that it was Pio Trevino first, and then se subió Joe Posada.
Oh,
and then right after Joe Posada, it was like, rush, come on, we need to get.
Yep.
And I forgot the adapter for the iPad for the headphones, and the drummer was going, like, where's the adapters? You know what, man, let's just do it without the iPad. So I'm talking about. So the thing is, the 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5. See, everybody knows that, and everybody's going to sound good, especially La 45. They're going to sound good on that, right? So, we'll just start with that, right? And see, but to my surprise is that La 45 had rehearsed some of the songs because we have already done this. We did this at the Carnival Cruise.
On the cruise.
Tejano's in Paradise. Okay, I did a whole set with them on La 45. And, but those guys are professional musicians, needless to say, right? Yeah. I mean, those are the guys, la clase de guys that you send them the song, and by the time you get on stage, those guys already know, they know. They'll probably know the song better than you, because they're good. I mean, very professional guys.
There's no learning the song at rehearsal. I know those musicians.
Well, when you're like, there's a lot of truth in that. There's a lot of truth in that because when you're living at 100 miles an hour, it really there is no time to even sit down and rehearse. Either you know your part, that you study your part. So if you send your music to a musician for him to rehearse, and when we do the rehearsal, right on the very first bars, I'm gonna know if you did do your own. If you do your own, right off the bat, I'm gonna know if you're machine or no eres machine. You didn't do it. No eres macizo. No estás macizo. ¿Me entiendes? Most of the musicians that I deal with, not all of them, they're that kind of musicians that I send them the song. By the time we get on stage, in reality, there's no need to practice because these guys are machine. They're firme, bien firmes, and sometimes I feel que I'm the one que está caído on stage. Los demás están cabrones. Everybody else está perro. But I'm trying to fake it.
Mike was telling me afterwards. He was like, "Man, I was trying to keep up with them because you ran at a fast pace, and Mike can keep up, but he said he was trying to keep up with you."
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to hide it. But no, I had a good time there. And the thing is that afterwards, after we left there, pues me pescó el agua bien feo, man. I was on my way back to New Braunfels, and man, it really poured bad. As
soon as you got off, man, everybody started tearing down all the equipment. Me and Nunez,
I saw that.
Everybody's putting all the equipment underneath the middle, so that way the rain wouldn't get a hold of it, and our laptops got all wet.
No, I saw that. And to see Joe Posada, to see Pio Treviño there, and all the musicians that were hanging around backstage, to see them all there, but it's nice to see them because these are musicians that I've known through the years, we keep on crossing paths. I tell Joe Posada, man, last time I saw you, we were in San Luis Potosí and Monterrey. Now we're here. Man, we gotta stop meeting like this, man. We gotta stop meeting like this.
Have you two ever did any work together?
Joe Posada? No. Pero la canción de Beto Ramón, la de Valiente, ¿cómo se siente? Okay, Beto Ramón wrote that song, but I did an arrangement on a 4-track recorder. It was a Firestick. Marcus knows what I'm talking about. There's a big old dinosaur Firestick with a tape. It was a 4-track. So I did Valiente in there, and I did some arrangements. And to my surprise, Joe Posada kept those arrangements. They did the whole thing, but they did the same arrangement. And I'm going like, well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. No, as far as me and Joe Posada, no, we've never done anything. But now that you mention it, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. First, you need to get Marcus in your studio.
I've already tried to do that. He doesn't want to come with me. He don't like me.
I do.
No, he don't love me. I know how it is. Man.
He's gonna have to try to keep up with you.
No, man, I'm gonna go commit suicide now.
I'm nervous. No, because I'm nervous. I'm too nervous to go in there.
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
I heard you ran some guys off, man. Some guys were trying to learn the song.
No, actually, some time ago, we did talk, Marcus, myself, we did talk, and we had discussed, but I mean, you got to consider that Marcus lives way allá in Waco. Where do you live now, Marcus? Waco?
I'm in Waco.
See, and I know that road from Waco to New Braunfels, and believe me, after a while, it just gets too far. It just gets too funny.
Thanks for making excuses for me.
Hey, bro, stop drinking, mato. Te estoy viendo, mato. Sí, pues, so, man.
You already finished the whole thing.
Hugo, I'm sorry. Hugo,
Valley Blue Company, Yakawatsu.
Oh my!
I read that the producing thing. I don't know. In my mind, I just felt like the producing thing came later on in your career, man. But you've been producing from La Sombra and way back in the day, right?
Yeah. Let me tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you a story. A long time ago. I was like 6, 7 years old. Okay. My dad taught me how to do first, second voice, third voicing, and he taught me about counter melodies. He taught me about tú y las nubes me traen muy loco, tú y las nubes me van a matar. The second voice will be tú y las nubes me traen muy loco, tú y las nubes me van a matar, me van a matar. You know, when you put them together, I'm a sucker for that, right? I love counter melodies, right? So my dad taught me how to do that. And my dad tenía una colección de discos, 45, long plays, 33, revolutions, los LPs de vinyl, right? My dad had a big collection de, man, everybody, right? And what I would do, I would sing along with the record, but with a tape recorder, I would record myself, right? To hear what I sounded like singing along with the record, right? And then somebody told me, hey, they make those things with 4 channels? 4 channels? Oh my God. So I must have been about 10 or 11. And I was determined to hear myself what 2 Hugos sounded like singing.
Harmonizing.
Right? So what I would do, check this out. I would grab a tape recorder, a jam box, a regular tape recorder, and I would record my voice in there, right? And then with the other recorder, I would turn this recorder on. I would sing along with the recorder, but the other recorder was recording me singing along with the recorder, right? I wanted to hear what 2 Hugos sounded like, right?
It was a studio.
But then I discovered a 4-track recorder, and then I started doing a lot of things from hip hop. I create beats. I do mariachi. I do norteño, banda. I've gone from one side to country all the way to the other side of the spectrum, to where I even do beats for yoga instructions. And I'm talking about you're doing exercises.
Techno music.
I'm not kidding. It's called
electronic
music. Anyway,
electronic.
No. The point I'm trying to make is that I started doing this way before I even got on stage. How I ended up on stage, I don't know. I just want to say God has a sense of humor. But see, that was I could never picture myself singing in front of a lot of people. I mean,
that sense of humor brought you quite a few hits.
Well, well. See, but the thing is, I love producing. I love producing. I love creating, ideas, and hear it all come to light. I've been listening, Marcus. I've been listening to Hans Zimmer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, dude. You're talking about movies.
That guy is deep.
Oh man.
That guy is deep. Deep. I'm talking emotions with melodies and stuff like that, See, and that intrigues me. I love to learn all that, and how to create certain emotions with 2 notes, 3 notes, and you create a intensity, you create joyfulness, you create stress. I don't know.
A lot of people, people outside of music don't realize you can play. I don't write music, but what is that? It's like a B flat or something that sounds sad. Some notes sound sadder than others.
Music. Let me tell you what music is. Music is a conversation, and it all depends on what emotion you have. Because you can like you say, da 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 da. To me, that's a question. Ba da da da. That would be the answer. It's like a conversation. So you can,
Language.
as like when we talk normally, we all have a certain melody. Everybody has a certain melody when they talk. And I tune into that, and I'm trying to figure out what notes you're using. Just by the way, what range of notes you're speaking. You know, I'm trying to see, he's right around C sharp or E flat. He's somewhere around there. I recognize, you know, and I'm, you know, and needless to say, I'm not well.
Well, hey,
I haven't been well.
I got a buddy who does floor, right? You may know him, Memo Rincon. He's a bass player, but he walks into a room.
That name sounds very familiar.
Yeah. He walks into a room and he's looking at the floor because that's what he does for a living. But I can imagine you putting notes to everything in life. You're doing an arrangement to everything in life.
I heard he does. I heard he does
check
that.
this out. I'll hear a car pass by, and I'm trying to figure out what note that was. I'm trying to figure out if that was and how it descends. You know,
the one who told me you do that is Maricela Hernandez, because you do some work with her. Maricela Hernandez and Johnny Hernandez. And she tells me that you do that. That you try to figure out what the notes of everything, all the surrounding sounds. You try to figure out their tones and the keys that they're all in.
See, that's what I do, my friend. That's what I do. I mean, that's my thing. I hear things and I like to figure it out. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys.
So I guess my question next, and then I'm not trying to be disrespectful in this asking this, but have you ever thought that there's possibly like some OCD, ADHD possibility there with you that you never thought of? That because that attention span figure, like you have that figurative of like I have to figure that out. Like I need to know what that is, and you stay diehard on it. So have you ever thought of testing or been tested? If it's okay to ask. If not,
no,
then
disregard it. No. I don't want to be tested because they're probably going to tell me, oh my God.
Come in them.
No. They're just going to tell me, tú no estás bueno de la cabeza, vato. See, my wife keeps telling me that you're not well in the head. But yeah, I know.
She said you're still in yours.
No. Basically, I see where you're coming from, and I understand what you're trying to say. But I see it this. What I see is this. I recognize it when other people have it, when they have a passion for certain things. And what I mean by a passion, this is beyond money. It's about that you need it. And I don't know. You can never have enough. You just want more of it. And I've seen friends of mine. I have a friend of mine who is dedicated to video. That's what he does. He does video, and I see it. He's got that. He drools over the computer, but then he's trying to figure out how to use this and how to do that. See it, and I admire that. Anybody who has a passion.
Is that
whatever. And I'm afraid to lose that passion.
Yeah.
Were you talking about
Lupe Moya?
You know Lupe.
Yeah.
Okay, Lupe Moya has that passion. He has that passion for video, and needless to say, he's very good at what he does.
I think he's actually watching right now. I saw his name on the list, so he's actually watching. So shout out to
Lupe Moya. Mr. Lupe Moya. Love you, guys. Love you. You and Francis, man. You and Francis both. Love you.
Let's see. We got some other shout outs real quick. We got Johnny J. Martinez. Saludos from Tucson, Arizona. Conjunto Diferencia. I don't know why the comments aren't pulling up over here. I'm looking at my phone. My baby Lilah Cervantes is watching. J.R. Gomez. J.R. Gomez, what's going on, brother? Jose Guajardo tuning in también. Juanita Chapa is tuning in. Thank you so much for being with us.
Very good songwriter. Juanita Chapa, very good songwriter.
Saludos, Hugo, desde Dilley, Texas. José Guajardo. Hace mucho tiempo que nos vemos. La última vez fue en Dallas, Texas, en 1986. Así que no creo que te acuerdas, pero como quieras, saludos cordiales y
But
un fuerte
I don't know
abrazo.
if I don't know if you know this, but I am 120 years old. You know that, right?
Jose says, saludos. Juan Mendoza Jr., blessings to you and everyone. My brother, thank you, Jose, for tuning in. Juanita says, hello, Hugo and his amigos. Hugo, you did a really awesome job with La 45. You had an awesome energy.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have Pira Studios tuning in. Saludos, Pete.
El Piri Wiris, vato. ¿Dónde está Piri Wiris? No,
Miss
you
Lorena
know, he's my
Mejia.
homeboy, man. He's from Laredo. You know that, right?
Yeah, he's from Laredo. Lorena Mejia, thank you for tuning in, Miss Lorena Mejia. Lupe Mue, un abrazo, Hugo y Marcus. Juanita Chapa says, hi, Lupe. Yes, your videos are awesome. Yes. Lupe Moya's videos are awesome. They're great videos. And he's done a lot of videos for Hugo. He's done
For Little Joe.
Ray, and Maricel.
Man, he's done videos for everybody, man.
Everybody,
for
yeah.
Nicky Lopez. For man, you got to go check it out. All the videos he's got. He does awesome work. Awesome work. So I don't know really when Marcus is going to decide to come and record for me. When he's going to let me. When is he going to let me produce something for him?
I don't want to get ran out of the studio. I heard he ran some musicians out of there. They didn't know the song, so he was like,
that's a good one. I'm going to use that one.
Hey, no, is it true? Is it true?
Huh?
Is it true?
What?
Some musicians came in there and they didn't know the music, and you tell them they need to get it together before they come into your studio.
I don't know. I know that I can be an asshole. I know that. but see, I don't remember that.
Pira Studios says,
I try not to remember that.
Pira Studios says, compadre, you're not well in the head, but that's what makes you unique and brilliant.
Oh wow. Well,
almost a compliment.
Almost, not quite there, but yeah, it's almost a compliment. No, he's my homeboy. It's a talent from Laredo, Texas, that and I've known him for, man. I think you know how long I've known Peter Studio. I've known him. I think Abraham Lincoln was president. Okay? No, I think George Washington was still around when I first met him. I've known him for a long time ago. Actually, I used to when I used to live in Laredo, I used to hang around with his brother. His brother tenía un restaurant, and I used to go to that restaurant all the time. So I've known Pete, for a while.
Back when you guys and George Washington were talking.
That must have been my twin brother. So bro, how's Washington over there, Vato? When are you gonna come to Texas?
Well, I was there for the 45 after party, man. I was there with you guys for there back in March. So I mean, it's a blessing.
When are you gonna come back?
Come back. I mean, everybody keeps asking me that, brother. So it's a tough decision. I love having 4 seasons, man. I love having 4 seasons.
No, you need to move over here, Vato.
I've been telling him. You need over here.
You need to experience our hot summers.
He needs to experience all 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah. No, winter in Texas is like a strong wind. Yeah, that's winter.
A breeze.
Right, that's winter. Yeah.
That's a possibility, man. I'm trying to come out for the Pura Vida Awards. I'm gonna try and do that if that's a possibility. Hopefully, con salud de Dios, me and my girlfriend, we have our time off. We've already synced it up. We already calendar scheduled. So we're gonna try and make it happen for Mr. Danny Farias and Bradley Lopez for the Pura Vida Awards, and come out for that.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, if that's a possibility, go ahead.
Well, for everybody that's listening out there, I'm gonna have to do this, Vato. I'm gonna have to do this. July the 6th, I'm gonna be in Dallas, Texas at the VFW. Okay, so everybody out there, this is July. I gotta plug it in, Vatos. I gotta plug it in.
Yeah,
July the 6th, Dallas, Texas at the VFW. I'm going over there con Nikki. Nikki's taking me over there, so I'll be out there. Dallas, Texas. All my friends out there, todos los camaradas. my compadres out there, los invito. July the 6th in Dallas, Texas.
Nice.
June the 6th, it's going to be over here with San Antonio con Henry Peña at that morning breakfast club thing. It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to be in Kansas para las fiestas patrias the 16 de septiembre. This is I've done this before. It's still not confirmed, but hopefully allá nos vemos in Kansas. So that's Dallas. I do want to invite everybody from Dallas to go there to the VFW, man. It's going to be cool. We're going to have a blast. We're going to party.
That's that 4th of July bash that you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Marcus is close by, so he'll be able to meet you over there.
Yeah, that's right up the street. I think I'm going to try to make that one.
Yeah, but if you do, man, you're going to have to get up there and you're going to have to dance Charanga with me, Welcome.
Okay.
All right. That's a bet. Hey, I want it on video, too. That way we can have it on Tejano TV.
And hey, Marcus secretly saying, yeah, that's going to cost some money.
Oh, shit. I got to pay you.
No, en serio. Si andan en la área, esto se lleva a cabo julio 6. Esto se va a llevar a cabo allá en Dallas, Texas. A todos los que nos están escuchando, quedan invitados. Parte servidor, Hugo Guerrero. Por favor, vayan y pasen una tarde conmigo, una buena onda. We're going to party until 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. We're just going to do it anyway. Fuck it. So anyway,
until the rain
los
comes.
que están allá en Dallas, Texas, los invito. I got to plug it in, vatos. Okay, so with y'all's permission, I got to do that.
No, go ahead. You're good. You're good. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into a video right here. And this one is Hugo Guerrero, and this one is called Tequila. Awesome jam right here. We're gonna talk a little bit about that one here.
Actually, this was a video that was made by Lupe Moya himself.
Yeah, it's an awesome video. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Three Amigos Show, Tequila, Hugo Guerrero, the Charanga King.
Sabrosa tequila, sabroso limón. Sabrosa tequila, sabroso limón.
Suavecito, mami, dale pa' dentro. Por eso se celebró con satisfacción. Canción de alegría que brilla como el sol. Las mujeres que quieren tomar, si les gusta tequila, yo les voy a invitar con esta tequila que te va a gustar. Sabrosa tequila, sabroso limón. Sabrosa tequila, sabroso limón. Dale mami, dale tequila.
that was the Charanga King and Tequila. Did you get off the screen or what happened here? There you go.
Hey, smoke break. Here's a smoke break.
Is taking a break.
Hey, did you let Rafa play sax on that song, or you didn't let him record sax on that one? Rafa.
There you are.
Can you hear us?
So anyway, man, gracias once again. Thank you, man, for letting me be part of this, man.
Not a problem. Marcus was asking if you let Rafa play the sax on that song.
Yeah, that's him. No. That was, believe it or not, that was Mr. Noe Benitez on the sax. He's a school teacher from Rio Grande City.
In the video, but in the studio, was it Rafa or was it him?
No. You know well, Marcus, when nowadays, okay, let me put it to you this way. They recorded the sax part in the Valley and they sent me the audio files.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Check this out. There's a couple of recordings out there in the world. There is a recording out there in the world. It's Rock en Español de México Distrito Federal. Okay. The guy from Pro Audio Magazine, the editor, his name is Robert Hale. He's a German guy from Mexico DF. Okay. So in this CD, I'm playing keyboards. He's the guitar player and the singer. He wrote the songs. And I did this back in 2002. Okay. The drummer is the drummer for Gloria Estefan. And the bass player is the bass player that plays for Michael Jackson. Yet,
Holy crap.
I never met the guys and I never played with them. But on the CD, I'm with them playing. I'm jamming with these cats. So I try to explain that to my mom and she don't get it. Well, nowadays, you don't get it. But what do you mean you didn't play? Pues ahí estás con ellos. You're there with them. Yeah, but nowadays you can do all of this via Dropbox or we send it or whatever. And I've done a lot of projects that way. And one of the guys I've dealt with a lot is his name is Aaron Holler. Everybody knows Aaron Holler, the drummer. Okay, so
Art of Holler.
Whenever you need some badass and a very well recorded drums, I call Aaron Holler, or I'll call Chente Barrera, because Chente Barrera is over there with Mario Ortiz. So whenever I need some drums, well, and I'm talking well recorded drums. Okay, all I gotta do is do that, and they send the audio files, and you guys know how it works. You import, and you just import it to your session, and voila! All of a sudden, they're inside your session.
Hey, and if they know what they're doing, it'll line up perfectly, huh?
Right. Well, check this out. There's a country song I just did not too long ago and the video is out there. You can go look it up. His name is Michael Anthony. I'm doing all the instruments. I'm doing all the strats, the Fender strats. I'm doing all the guitars. I'm doing the drums, and he wrote the song. His name is Michael Anthony. Okay, there is a steel guitar in there. That's not me. The steel guitar player is a guy from Austin. I don't even know what he looks like, but he's in the recording playing with me. Okay. Wow. And it's the name of the song, the video is out there. Se llama Do They Let Cowboys Like Me in Heaven?
Oh.
So that's me. That's me. That's me doing all the instruments, the drums. Like I said, I also do hip hop. There's a couple of songs you might even already heard. I've dealt with, I don't know if you're familiar with Big Tuck. He's from California. Yeah. Okay, I've done some stuff for him, some beats, because I mess around. I'm a keyboard player, man. You know what I mean. I'm a keyboard player. I deal with sounds, right? Yeah. And I get into some weird stuff, from bachatas to reggaeton to straight up hip hop, whether you want it West Coast, Third Coast, what kind of style, or East Coast? Because believe it or not, hip hop has a different style for each coast. Okay, West Coast has a different style compared to the East Coast, right? It's like como la música tejana, okay, or better yet, como la música norteña. I can tell you, como en Chihuahua, allá para Chihuahua, allá el saxofón y el acordeón es fuerte, right? Pero para acá para Monterrey, not really, right? Para acá para Monterrey es more Ramón Ayala, los ¿cómo se llama? Los cadetes de Linares, that's more, that's para acá para Monterrey, para Salinas, para el norte de Monterrey, ¿verdad? Pero para Chihuahua, bro, saxophone and accordion, they're king over there, and they play un poquito más apresurado, un poquito más rápido el tempo, and very disciplined, because everything that the accordion does, the saxophone does too.
Yeah.
And I'm talking some very intricate stuff. Yeah. So no cualquier menso le puede entrar a esa clase de música. A lot of gente cree that they can just, I'm going to play. It's not that easy, my friend, because you got to understand that in order to sound authentic, you need to sit down and actually analyze and study what it is that they're doing and how the instruments are being played. And that includes rock and roll, heavy metal, that includes country. How do they make it sound that way? And a lot of it has to do with the guy playing the instrument. It's not so much the instrument, it's the way it's being played, the accent that you put on it. So I'm sorry, bro. I pay attention to shit like that.
It seems like, Hugo, you're the type that I have some people that will go, man, I hate country, or man, I hate banda, or I hate, how can you hate? To me, it's like, how can you hate music? It may be not something you can go to sleep to. You're not going to ride in your car on a long trip listening to it, but how can you hate it?
It's not so much. It's see, the word hate has been used a lot lately, but I don't think it really means hate. They just don't like that. But it's not there. You might like oysters. I don't. But then I mean, it's a matter of taste, I want to say. But hate is a whole different definition to that word. I hate this. I'm trying to stay away from using the word hate. Okay, but there is some truth to that. How can you not like music? How can you not like it? I mean, because música. Okay, let me tell you the definition of music. To me, my opinion. Music is an expression of the soul. Okay, es una expresión del alma. That's how the soul expresses itself. And so if I go listen, because believe it or not, I go listen to Arabian music, Chinese music, and what amazes me is what inspired them to come up with that. How did they come up with those notes? And what was their mood when they were creating that? Yeah. I mean, what were they feeling? It's like I'll go listen to, like I said, Hans Zimmer. And I'm listening, and I'm put on the headphones, and I'm really, really, really zoning in to every single thing he's doing. And man, you're not gonna believe this. It gives me goosebumps. It literally gives me goosebumps, and that is a high that no drug can give you. Right? It's that thing when the song touches you and you feel goosebumps. And I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know, you know that. You've been touched by
movie soundtracks. When you talk about movie soundtracks and TV shows, that's the reason why there's so much depth into the scenes or the scenery or the action if you were to literally close your eyes, like if you were to pretend that you're blind and go into a movie and just literally just listen to the soundtrack and just listen to what they're portraying. That's how it's portrayed through the person that is producing and directing all of the music, because that's the scene that they are cutting it for. Like they want you to impact and feel everything that you're experiencing and seeing, like visually. And so they take it a whole nother notch by adding every instrument that they add, whether it's through a movie, through a video game, through a TV show, and that impact that it gives you is a whole nother level.
You're talking about the score? Is that what you're talking about, the scores?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, check this out. There is a contest. They send you, it's from an independent film industry, okay? They send you a little video, and it's up to you to put a score to that. And it's a very small clip, okay? It's a contest. Oh, bro, I'm there. Vato. I'm all there. I'm there. That's challenging. See, because now you're talking about make believe. Make believe you have a 72 piece symphony. Okay. What would you do with it? What would you do with that? And what notes would you assign to everybody? Would it be very intricate, or it would be something very, very simple and subtle, with a lot of power behind it? I mean, but imagine 72 guys on stage, a full blown choir, violinists galore, lots of trombones, a lot of power, and then bring just a violin there in the middle of everything. Don't get me started, Vato.
The dynamics you can do, right? The dynamics from one end to the other.
But mira, it goes back to what I was saying. I have, and I'm going to be honest, I have a passion for this. Okay, and I've had this passion since I was 6 years old. Okay, my dad gave me a piano accordion, and it's been nonstop. When I turned 13 years old, when I was 13 years old, this was back in 1974. Okay, when I was 13, okay, the school where I was going, they asked me if I would go to it was a teacher conference thing, and they knew that I play an organ, and I'm talking about one of them house organs that you play, and they have on the side they have a. So I would play with that, right? And I knew, first, second, third, and all of that. I was learning, right? They asked me, would you go play the organ at this teachers convention? And basically, I was going to be like the ambience. Okay, nobody's paying attention to you. You just like the elevator music on the background, right? I was just that. They paid me $40 for that, right?
Ooh.
And I remember I walked all the way home with those $40 in my pocket, and I kept on thinking, they pay you for this?
Like,
Oh my God!
Making my career then.
yeah.
No, that's when I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try and first of all find out what am I good at? What am I good at? In reality, what am I good at? Okay, now let me figure out how to make money out of that. Okay, so at that point when I was 13, 14 years old, at that point I made a commitment to myself that I was going to dedicate my whole life to music, but I wasn't just going to be satisfied with just learning the piano. I wanted to learn everything, how to set up a whole stage with screen TVs and the smokes and the lights, how to hook up everything, how to network, how to publish, how to promote yourself, how to play the drums, the bass, the guitar, the keyboards, the accordion, la marimba, the saxophone, the flute. I wanted to learn. And you know what I found out? It doesn't have an ending.
Yeah, no.
You're never going to learn everything.
Yeah.
Never. You're never going to learn everything. There's always somebody that knows more than you. It's like, Jesus. But as long I take pride in saying that I can still learn, right? I'm still learning. I'm a learning process here. I'm a creation in process here. I'm not, we're obviously God is not done with me yet. So as long as I'm able to learn, as long as I'm capable of learning, I'm always going to be challenging myself, right? That's the reason I'm getting my new Pro Tools 12. Because check this out, Marcus. I'm getting the Scarlett Focusrite for my interface, and with the Pro Tools 12, that's a little bit overwhelming already.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole system of workflow and trying to learn and get comfortable with all this new ways on how to reroute the channels, and and I don't everything's done on the laptop nowadays, and I'm trying to use all the tools available that technology has to offer, but I'm not very good at this streaming thing, Marto.
You're doing great right now, man. You're doing great right now.
You're doing good. Hey, we need to get you into Marcus's studio. Look behind him.
You like that?
No, I saw that. That's impressive.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You have no idea how many hours I've spent not just in rooms like that, but in a lot of rooms like that. Okay.
Hey, it don't matter. They don't matter if they don't have your talent. They can't. People can't do shit with
Bro,
that.
I used to sleep under the council. I would just put a pillow down there and I would sleep, wake up, and turn everything back on.
Wow.
And let's do it again.
That's what I was thinking of, man. We were talking about people sending tracks in from all the cities around the state and all these different tracks. But do you miss back in the day when you had musicians in 5 different rooms and recording all at the same time? I can't imagine. Man. I can't imagine
that is a very good question, Mark. I would need to think about the answer on that because no. Let me tell you why. Because first of all, when I went to school for music, I remember this was back in the 80s. I was going to Pan American University in Edinburgh, Texas, and to get my music to be a music major. And I remember that we were discussing something about a symphony that everybody can do a part, right? Everybody does this, and this is their part and everything. And me, being very arrogant, I said, well, I can do that with a bunch of keyboards. I can do all of that. If you put me all these keyboards, there's no need for that. And everybody looked at me in class, right? And the professor came up to me all the way to my desk, and he told me, that is not music. That is masturbation.
musical masturbation.
Musical masturbation, yeah.
Basically, because you're the only one enjoying it, and music is supposed to be enjoyed, you know. Yeah. So, I love playing with other guys. When there's a drummer, when there's a bass player, when there's especially when the band clicks. Because sometimes when we're on stage, the band just clicks, and no matter what we play, it's just going to sound good, right? But there's times where the band is up there and we're just not happening. Something's not cooking here. It's like everybody's, and it's not happening, right? But there is pros and cons to both ways, okay? Because I'm going to argue the point that me being a keyboard player, well, I can do everything myself, brother. I'm going to defend that because I enjoy doing that, and if that's my way of expressing myself with my soul, so let it be it. And I think it's not going to get any better, okay? Because now we got AI doing a lot of things, which makes it more accessible for anybody to write a song, create a beat, or even make a video, right? Nowadays with AI, bro, I've seen videos that the guy never picked up a camera and he did a whole video, right? Just using AI, right?
Does that kind of make you nervous in a way that's just
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because I remember when back in the 70s when we used to wear the bell bottoms and the high heels, my dad used to say, you guys look ridiculous, right? But we thought it was cool. We survived. So it's like, I want to say it's like trends, and you live with them. And what I see happening in the future with technology is that it's made more accessible for anybody to come on down, come and join us, come and enjoy what we've been enjoying for years already. This thing we call creating. We create stuff. We create music.
But the fact that you have AI and you tell them, okay, make a song about this, but nobody's picking up an instrument. Nobody can nobody knows the instrument or learns the instrument. It just automatically does it for you. Doesn't it kind of take away from the process of learning?
No.
Sung by David Garza.
No. Because I am looking at it from the creator point of view. The creator is enjoying the shit out of it. Let me tell you something that I just found out. So let me say, for example, Marcus, I record your vocals, okay? And I want it to sound like Clint Black, okay? There's an AI app for that, okay? You send the vocals to that app. They process it. You choose the artist, what you want it to sound like, and then it downloads it. You can import it to your session, and voila, all of a sudden you sound like Clint Black. I am not kidding you, bro. I saw this, and I'm going like, so this makes it more accessible for anybody to create whatever you want. I mean,
I saw one on. I saw a couple of them. I saw a couple of them on TikTok. I think they had one. It was Johnny Cash singing "Barbie Girl."
I have the app. No, I have the app. I've already tried it. I already tried it on myself.
They gotta regulate this shit, man.
The point I'm trying to make is that eventually, because see, I saw also where okay, I'm not very much of a songwriter. I never pretend to be. In my life, I've written like 3 songs, and and they're all right. I can create you a melody that you've never heard. It's up to you to put words to it, right? So obviously, because I'm too much of a Tex-Mex, okay? Sometimes I think in Spanish, and sometimes I'm thinking in English, and I can't make up my mind which one I'm at, right? So sometimes my English don't come out good. Neither does my Spanish. So I'm not gonna try and write a song. I'm not gonna try. But there is an app. You put it what you want the song to be, the theme, and it will create you a very eloquent poem for you. Unreal. I saw this. I'm going like, okay, this is on now, right? This is gonna be on. ¿Qué pasó aquí? What happened here?
Nah, está bien. We can hear you just fine.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I'm looking at it from the
Creator side.
From the creator point of view. Because the guy that, but I mean, imagine you don't know nothing about music, but you want to hear something that expresses yourself, what you feel, right? Now you're able to do that, and you can do it in a very nice way. Yeah. You can even create a video out of it. So that means
I think Hugo's gonna come out with the first Tejano AI CD.
It'll be a whole artist. The whole artist.
No artist, no nothing. Just say, make me a song.
Wait. Don't be giving me no ideas, Vato. Yes, I will try it.
I'm trying to think.
I've done it as a DJ. And like I've done and messed around with a lot of different stuff, but because of copyright stuff, I don't push anything out. I'm not one to
wait a minute. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to promote any labels here, but there is an app. That you can put any song in there, and it separates the tracks.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, you can
Marcus
do that because
Marcus knows which app I'm talking about, and it's free. Okay.
I mean, it's used for like karaoke and stuff. If you want to.
No. No. Check this out. I'm not gonna mention the band either. Okay. I just did some tracks for to play live with a click track, but they used the actual recording from Tina Turner. Okay. So what I did, I just put the music to one side and the click on the other, without Tina's voice. And they're using those tracks to play live, and nobody will know any better. Nobody will know any better.
The AI thing, well, back in the day, I bet your drummers felt really weird when these drum machines came out. Doing these beats, and then people go in the studio without a drummer at all. So they're probably feeling like producers are feeling with this AI.
Threatened. They feel threatened. You feel threatened. You feel threatened by it.
Yeah.
And
it's the creative portion of the individual.
Drummers didn't disappear though. They're still here.
Because when you don't understand it, you automatically fear it. You're always going to be afraid of it because you don't understand it. But all of a sudden, you found drummers playing along with the drum machine. So you can't beat him, join him, brother. You might as well bring it in.
Well, like last year, that was the reason for the strike and stuff like that too, because they were fearing that AI was going to take over their personality, and they were going to start making shows with them as the AI person.
They are already doing that. It's like, mira, let me give you a little bit of knowledge here. Back in the day, we used to make money out of the recordings, and if you were a songwriter, you made a lot of money, right? Nowadays, and I'm talking about the year 2024, going on 25. Nowadays, everything's free. Okay, so if you write a song and you say, I'm going to make a lot of money out of this song, more than likely somebody's going to download your song, put it on YouTube, and if you try to flag it down, by the time you flag it down, 5 other ones already popped up. Okay, you're not going to beat them. Okay, you're not going to beat them. So you can't beat him, join him. So what do? Open up your own YouTube channel and you put your own songs in there. Can't beat him, join him. But the thing is, what's made up Joe Walsh said that. He said, well, back then we used to make money, but nowadays since everything is free, why? And I'm guilty of that too. And I'm just gonna be honest here. I'm guilty of it. If I want to hear a song, more than likely I'm gonna find it in YouTube. Okay, so I'll just go look at it there. Why would I want to buy it? Right? Yeah. I can just find it on YouTube, right?
Or Spotify.
Oh yeah, my point. And then to top it off, I can put it on that app and I can separate the tracks. I just want to use the drums. I don't want to use everything.
Well, I'm going to chime in here. I'm going to make this statement right now because I know we're on the Three Amigos show and I'm covering for Mr. D. Burleson. He's not here with us today. Muchos saludos for him, whatever he's got going on. My name is DJ Nune. I'm out of Southside, Washington. Pero dejándoles saber, I'm currently live out of Yakima, Washington, recording this with you guys. We got Hugo Guerrero hanging out with us. We got Mr. Marcus Daniels and El Más Chingon, Mr. Juan Mendoza. But I want to let you guys know that we already hit our hour. Our hour impact is for the hour-long show. Mr. D. Brisson likes to chime in and say, hey, we already hit our hour here for the show. But, Mr. Hugo Guerrero, ¿tú le sigues?
Yes,
we're still interviewing you. You vamos a seguirlo más otra hora o otra half hour, whatever comes up, man.
Bro, mira, let's just go hasta que se acabe la batería del teléfono.
He's got it wired in. He's got it plugged in.
So, in other words, I'm not going to say goodbye or you just de repente, see ya, bye.
Yeah, no, these guys have, I don't know, these guys know how long they've, our longest 3 episodes have been, man. So if you guys want to give the crowd an attention span of what we have.
Last week was our longest show that we had. Last week we had Jaime de Anda on the show, and we went for over 3 hours last week.
He was with me, and we were together over there in the Carnival Cruise. We went to Puerto Maya, to Consumel, and we were also together in Las Vegas at the Las Vegas convention. Allá mire también a J.R. Gómez allá en Las Vegas.
That's a lot of talking.
Yeah, he said both of y'all talked all the way to the wee hours and the sun came up. Hey, your voice cut out again.
You muted yourself. Unmute him.
Ahí va.
Juan, unmute him.
I can't.
It's on his end.
Yeah.
Well, if we are going longer, I'm gonna need another beer. So you got to give me a minute.
Oh, I think it's
a good time to cut to a video or do some audience shout outs.
Now we're going to do some shout outs, but first we want to let everybody know that now we're available, of course, on Google Play and, of course, on the Apple App Store. So make sure you guys download the app for Tejano TV. And as an added bonus, of course, you get Más Chingon Radio, the People Station. And, of course, you can also hear Más Chingon Radio on Live 365 app and, of course, the TuneIn app, or go to MásChingonRadio.com. So we're available on all those platforms. And, of course, you guys can check out all of our podcast shows from all of our affiliated people that we have there as well. And get some shout-outs here. We got a Puro Pedo Talk Show tuning in. Puro Pedo Talk Show. They said, saludos, amigos. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. DJ X-Ray is tuning in. He said,
hey, what's up, X-Ray? Hey, what's up, Carnal? How you doing, man?
DJ X-Ray says, what's up, Mr. Daniels? Rick Balderrama, what's going on, Rick? I wonder what part of the world he's in this time. Rick Balderrama's out there scoping the world out. Let's see, we got Oraldo Sacedo. Oh, okay. Buddy from DFW out there. It's Tejano time. He says, saludos. Hey there, Hugo.
Hey.
Streaming is the future. And somebody said Hugo Guerrero is Jewish.
No, I'm not.
Hugo, we can't hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
We can hear you now. But we're doing some shout outs right now. So give us a quick minute.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for downloading Tejano TV. And of course, next week, it is going to be official that we are going to be celebrating our first anniversary at Tejano TV. So thank you guys so much for supporting us since day one. Next week, of course, we're going to have Stevie D's going to be joining us. And it's been a whole year for Tejano TV. It's crazy.
So what I'm gonna chime in here. I'm gonna interrupt this broadcast really quick because one of the things I wanted to get to live and doing this here live on the video right now. If you guys are checking us out here live and you guys have enjoyed Tejano TV and you guys have enjoyed the full year of what we are currently doing here on Tejano TV and Chingon Radio, we are celebrating the year anniversary of Tejano TV. So if you want to say congratulations to us, mandar los saludos and de parte de ustedes, whether you're a fan, whether you're an artist, whether you're a producer, director, whatever you may be, send it in to Juan, send it to Lilah, send it to me, send it to Marcus, send it to any of us here at the station. We will try and get them on coordinated, and we will do a big bang with you guys, celebrating the year with you guys.
Make it a little bit clear. Video, widescreen.
Yes, video, sideways, because it's going to show on the TV screen, because that's what we're having. That's the platform that we have for Roku, and Firestick is the actual TV platform. And of course, on your app, when you guys download Tejano TV on Roku, on Apple, or of course on your Android devices like Marcus did, and you guys can watch it, full screen like that. So, but anyways, thank you guys so much. It's been an amazing year. All the artists that have stopped by, the events that we went to, Fanfare, La 45's party for them a couple nights, Janie's record shop, Hacienda International, everybody. Just thank you guys so much. We got a lot more stuff coming your way. We got a Hacienda International show coming your way. Hopefully by next week we should have the first episode up and streaming. We got a couple other ones that we already started. Veronica
La Consentida.
Yeah, Veronica La Consentida out there in Las Vegas. Actually, she does a podcast every Friday, so we stream that every Friday live. He does it Desveladas every Sunday around 12 o'clock, noon. And then, of course, on Mondays, we have Keith Leal, the Tejano Time podcast. He streams live at 8 p.m. We have the top 10 music video countdown. We have Cantamos con Vicky B. And, of course, our top 10 music video countdown. And, of course, right here, the Three Amigos. So we have something every single night of the week. So make sure you guys tune into Tejano TV live. So, but thank you guys so much for everything. But we're live tonight with Mr. Hugo Guerrero, the Charanga King.
Yes, sir. Well, mira, once again, gracias. Thank you, man, for letting me be part of your program, man. And man, we need more people like you in this business. Okay, so thank you for supporting la música tejana, and of course, todos los que nos están escuchando out there, thank you por apoyar Chingon Radio, of course, allá para donde Yakima, Washington. What are you doing in Yakima, Washington?
I got picked up by them, man. That's out of Cotulla, Texas, man. That's out of Cotulla, Texas. That's my boss man. That's my boss man, Mr. Juan Mendoza.
Yeah, we're in Cotulla. He's in Yakima somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
So anyway, gracias a ti por dejarme estar aquí en tu programa. Gracias thank you, Marcus, for being part of this, and thank you for supporting la música de nosotros. For playing, our music, and not just for us, but for the new talent that's coming out. That there's a lot of new talent out there that are very, 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 very talented. And somebody deserves to give him the time of day. But they got, bro, believe me, there's some great talent out there.
You have a lot of that new talent. You have a lot of that new talent.
In his studio, right?
You've been working with a lot of them, yeah.
He's working with a lot of them.
I've seen some talent that it's just unreal, and because I want to say, because los músicos nowadays, they have access to a lot more information, so they learn a lot more. See, back in my time when I was learning, I literally had to sit down and listen. See, nowadays, not only can you listen to it, but you can see it. You can see. Okay, so I want to learn. I want to learn more. How did you do that in the guitar? More than likely, there's a YouTube video that'll tell you how to do it, right?
Yeah.
See, back in my time, I had to go see the band, and I had to stand in front of the stage just to see what the hell he was doing on the guitar. But see, para los talentos, but for those new talents that are coming out, that are putting out some very, very I mean, impressive music. See, they need to be. I want to say for somebody to give them the time of day, ¿me entiendes? I mean, they deserve. I don't know. That's just me.
No, that's the way it is. Yeah, they need the time of day, and
Yeah.
a lot of places won't. You know, they're stuck on the old school
Yeah,
stuff.
but te digo, we need more programs like this, okay?
Yes.
Where we can have a platform where we can discuss, what makes us tick. Por ejemplo, and if there's any kind of thing you might learn from today, so be it. ¿Me entiendes? I mean, if there's anything I can, pass to you guys, out of what I've learned. And how old did I tell you I was? I'm 120 years old, right? So, in all my years, if you're able to learn something, but so be it, ¿me entiendes? And you can learn it in, here in an hour. What took me 120 years to learn.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into another video here that we have, and this is Hugo's time with a group called Fandango USA. And one of my favorite songs from you guys, and this was Un Millón de Veces.
Llamaré.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome,
I remember
awesome
that
song.
song.
One of my favorites, man. So we're gonna check this out, and we'll be back on the Three Amigos show with Mr. Hugo Guerrero.
Órale, órale.
El amor, si regresas conmigo, te trataré muy bien. Te amaré 1,000,000 de veces y te querré toda una eternidad. Te amaré 1,000,000 de veces y jamás me olvidarás. Y si vuelves conmigo, te enseñaré el amor. Y si vuelves, ya verás, te querré 1,000,000 de veces. Si permites que me acerque, toditita te amaré. Y si me dejas quererte, gozaremos los dos. Te amaré 1,000,000 de veces y te querré toda una eternidad. Te amaré 1,000,000 de veces y jamás me olvidarás. Y si vuelves conmigo, te enseñaré
Man, that was an awesome song.
Man, I was like, estaba bien pollito. I was like real young there.
That was the era of the mullet.
Yeah.
No, I see. I've seen videos where I'm even younger than that, and I look at myself and I go, "What happened to you? What happened to you?"
Hey, where'd you get that widow look from? Is that your mama, dad, grandparents?
No. Earlier, somebody said that I was Jewish. I'm not Jewish. Okay, my last name's Guerrero. Very good question, because I needed to know what the hell, right? So I went and did myself a 23andMe thing, a DNA check. Okay, so I have, for those people that saying I'm Jewish, I only have 1% Jewish. Okay,
They were right. They were right. They were right.
1%, but I have 68% de la península de la Iberia, España. So I mean, I'm a mutt. Okay, I'm a mutt. Okay, that's and I don't know jack shit about all of that, man. All I know is I'm from Texas, vato. I'm from Texas. I don't care what anybody says. But sí sale, it does say that because of my last name Guerrero and Leal being my maiden name Guerrero Leal, there's a place in la provincia allá de la península de la Iberia in Spain, and so yeah, one of these days I want to go to Spain and go pick up a phone book and call all the Guerreros and they're, hey, what's up? You know. But
So how did you get involved with Fandango USA?
Oh man, a long time ago, I used to play with a band in Laredo, Texas. We used to be a club band, and what I mean by a club band, DJs back in the day was not even a thought. Okay. The house band had to learn every song on the radio. Okay. And I'm talking about Her Name is Lola. Da-da. You had to learn it. As soon as it came out, you had to learn it, right?
You guys had a residency with the club?
Yes, we lived there. We had rooms, complimentary rooms, and drinks, and the food. It was called the Crystal Palace, and at the Hacienda Motel in Laredo, Texas. I played there with a band called Sergio Ruiz y la Santa Cecilia. Okay, before that, I used to play with Chacho and the Maximilians at the Wooden Nickel in Ramada Inn, and played country with Belts and Buckles there in Laredo. But when I was playing back in 1983, a drummer showed up and he said, "Okay, I'm on my way to Temple. I'm going to go join Little Joe." Right? Que toda madre. Well, tell him that I'm available because, I was young, bro. I must have been, 20, 21. Anyway, so I ended up moving to Temple para meterme with Johnny Hernandez and the Third Coast. Okay. Oh, wow. So the very first album that Johnny Hernandez and the Third Coast, you'll hear my voice because I'm singing with Johnny let me sing. Amparito, Amparito, en el nombre de este negrito, se llama Julián Carrillo. Amparito, Amparito. So he let me record that song. And then on the second album, en el álbum de Poquita Fe, I recorded Yo no soy de por aquí, yo soy muy barranquillero. So, so I was singing second voice with Johnny Hernandez. Johnny Hernandez was a band that was trying to get away from the horns and try to sound a little bit more modern. And at one point with Johnny Hernandez and the Third Coast, we used to be 3 keyboard players and 2 guitar players. Mm-hmm. And with that, you can make a lot of noise, right? You can make a lot of... the problem was trying to mellow everybody out because everybody in there was a very extremely great musician that played drums, bass, guitar, keyboards. You didn't impress nobody there, right? Because the bass player, he knew how to play drums, bass, guitar, keyboards. The guitar player, he knew how to play drums, bass, guitar, keyboards. The drummer, he knew how to play drums, bass, guitar. Everybody knew. So you really weren't impressing anybody. So I want to say that was like my real school because I learned a lot there about how to be disciplined on the way you play. And, mistakes are counted. Mistakes are counted for $20 a mistake. Okay, you make a mistake, it'll be $20. So if you want to make all the mistakes, you're welcome to make them. it's only your check. Okay. So anyway, I learned a lot, and that was we played una vez with era Johnny Hernandez in the Third Coast y Laura Canales y Encanto. Okay, and with Laura Canales y Encanto, there was two guys there from Laredo. They were friends of mine. They were playing with Laura. Their name was Porfirio Alvarado and Everly. I knew him from the clubs in Laredo, and they were playing with Laura. And Johnny Hernandez had said that at the end of the year he was gonna move to California. He was gonna do something else. So esa noche that we played together con Laura, I asked the friends of mine that were with Laura. I asked them, "Hey man, pues tell Balde and Laura if there's any room for a keyboard player. I'm available." So at the end of that year, they did call me. So I was living in Dallas. So I flew from Dallas all the way to Far, and we started. Basically, Fandango was Laura Canales Encanto without Laura. That's how Fandango started. And we didn't have the Fandango USA. And the first time we played together, we got together to play, it was January the 1st, 1986. No, yeah, 1986. 1986. January the 1st. That's when we got together and we called ourselves Fandango. We didn't add the USA till later because later on we found out that there was a group of girls in Mexico, one like Timbiriche, one of them group girls that dance and stuff like that, que se llamaban Fandango también. And so they went and this group of girls named Fandango also, they went to go play at a grand opening, a Target grand opening. And all our friends showed up thinking they were going to see Fandango. And when they saw a bunch of girls, they said, what the hell happened with Fandango now? So anyway, so we added the USA. So that way there wouldn't be no mistake between the band from me. That band didn't last that long. They broke up. And then we got stuck with Fandango USA. But literally what we were looking for was for a name that stood out in English and in Spanish, meaning the same thing. And Fandango kind of, there's other names like tequila, tortilla, shampoo. I mean, I can name a bunch of names, corral, that in English and in Spanish is the same thing, right? So we were looking for that. Then we added the USA, and we were lucky. We were lucky in the sense that the very first album that we did, that's when we put Yo no te pido la luna. So and from there on, we caught on as Fandango USA. And I remember this is how naive I was back then. The first time I heard myself on the radio, we were going to Abilene, Texas, and picked up a radio station, and they played Yo no te pido la luna. And I'm in the car, I'm in the van listening, I'm going like, I wonder how many people are listening to this. Yeah, all excited, right? That was an experience, right? Then later, of course, I started getting a little bit more serious about the business side of it, the money and how it works, how all of this works. Of course, nowadays things don't work the same way they used to back in the 80s. Okay, back in the 80s, business was conducted very different. I mean, compared to the way it's done nowadays, a lot of musicians have educated themselves to where they really don't need a record label anymore. They figure out how to do it themselves. And they have all the tools. They have social media. They have, now with AI, the possibilities are endless. What a band that is determined to make it, I mean, there's no stopping them. There's no way you're going to stop them. I mean, sooner or later, you're going to develop a taste for them, and you're going to like them, But what I'm trying to say, the point I'm trying to make is that back in the 80s and the 90s, things were done very different. Marcus, you were just talking about that when we were recording analog and, learning the song from beginning to the ending. And not just me, but the whole band needed to learn. See, with Fandango, we used to do a whole album in a week, okay? So, I mean, we just get in, and we had nothing to record. When we would get there, they had the writer there, so they bring in the writer, and I play the piano. It's like, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do this, and I'll do this, and I'll do that. Okay, let's rehearse it once. We'll rehearse. Okay, record it. It was like that. Okay, and check this out. While they were recording, they were already mixing. Okay, so in a week we had an album, right? That things were going at 100 miles an hour. I hear recordings that were done back in the day. There's mistakes in there. I hear the mistakes and it bothers the shit out of me, vato, like you wouldn't believe. But nobody knows it's there. Mira, I'm gonna give you an example. Next time you hear it, you're gonna notice. And yo no te pido la luna. Yo no te pido la luna, tan solo quiero amarte, de rescatar esta piel y robarme la que bam, bam. The first time there's a brass there. But on the second time, there's no brass. It's just the violines by themselves. And it's a mistake I made. But nobody, every time I hear it, it just bothers the shit out of me.
Years later or after it got released? Or years later?
No, right after it got released, I heard the mistake. And I can't believe I let it go that way. Oh, my God. And I see that nobody would say anything. Look, okay, I'm not going to say nothing either, But I forgot to put that brass. Dun, 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 wham, wham. The first time, it's there. But on the second time around, dun, 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 ching, ching, just the violines, right? No brass. Yeah. I forgot. So the point I'm trying to make is that back in the day, we were recording at 100 miles an hour. There was, what you put in there was exactly what you got back. There's no cheating. There was no auto-tune. There was no, what you put in there, it's exactly what you got back. Do I miss those days? In a way I do. But see, I think I would miss all the things I can do in Pro Tools now. I would miss that too. Because I can do, I am a master editor. Okay. Editor. So I am the best editor in the whole wide world. I have to tell myself that.
A huge question.
I have to tell myself that. But anyway, that's how music has evolved. And now we were just talking about that, about AI and all of that. And I'm seeing it more from the point that everybody can be a creator nowadays. Yes, we all going to feel threatened about it. Oh, man, nos van a quitar el trabajo. The songwriters, oh, my God, they're not going to need the songwriter anymore. It doesn't mean none of that. What it means is that nowadays, anybody can be a creator, and there is a lot of satisfaction and personal enjoyment of creating something and letting this thing that's inside of you, let it out and express yourself.
Go ahead, Nuni.
All right. So my question to you on this, it comes from the idea of like how my question now is like where it comes from, what you're doing now with what the business is. Okay, hold on. Let me turn my mic one.
There you are. Now I can hear you.
You can hear you now.
You hear me okay?
Yeah.
My live is clear? Okay.
You're good.
So my question now comes from the idea of how you just made that statement, saying that you hear your corrections back from the past, right?
Right.
So what is your advice for any upcoming artist, any upcoming that's out there right now today, that are making those mistakes digitally? What's your advice for those artists? They don't have to record under you. They could be recorded anywhere else. I'm not trying to poop on anybody else's studio, but you gotta look at it like we have evolved. We've evolved. We've changed.
Okay. My advice to them would be, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, my advice would be, well, it's not much of an advice. It's more of an awareness. Be aware that whatever you're putting down, it's going to stay like that for the rest of your life, and you're going to have to deal with it. Okay. Whatever it is you're recording, that's going to stay like that forever. You're going to die. You're going to pass away, and people are going to listen to it. So whatever you're doing, do it right. Do it well. Do it well. At least do it well. And take it serious. Take it serious, because nobody's gonna take you serious if you don't take yourself serious. But this is a very nasty business we dedicate ourselves to, and if you don't take yourself serious, man, believe me, nobody's gonna take you serious. And all it takes is just for once. Yeah. And from there, it's on. And another thing, people are gonna talk about you. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry. They're gonna talk about you anyway. If you're worried about what they're gonna say about you, you're gonna die. Okay, you're gonna die. You're not gonna. If you're worried about what people are gonna say, if you're worried about what
Yeah.
people are gonna say about you, when this business is not for you, then okay, maybe you need to
Yeah.
go sit down and watch TV or do something else. But this business that we're in, it's part of the show. It comes with it. And
Yeah.
not only that, it comes with a reputation too. Oh, you're a musician. Oh my God, you're a musician. See, even if you're not, it comes with a reputation. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's something you have to live with. I mean, uh, as far as recording and all of that, like I said, just keep in mind that whatever you put in there, that's gonna stay like that for the rest of your life. So either you do it well, do it right, because you're gonna regret it the way I do.
And my advice is to the new ones is if it costs a little bit of money, it's worth it. Pay the money. Don't go the cheap route.
Yeah.
True, 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 true,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and see now you want to talk. You want don't get me started on the business aspect of it, okay? Don't get me started on that because I'll,
Hey man. Well, I mean, Hugo, you got all these wonderful, beautiful dancers in your video, bro. So I mean, I see you doing this, bro. I see you.
That was AI.
¿Estás tirando la feria?
Those were
Yeah,
AI.
but-
¿Estás tirando la feria?
but you're not supposed to say nothing, okay? Shut up. Shut up. You're embarrassing me here.
Those are AI
No.
dancers.
No,
Dancers?
I have, like I said, man, I like producing, man. That's one of the things I do, and like I said, I do have a passion for it. I mean, what I do, yo le pongo bastante cariño a lo que hago, ¿me entiendes? Y le pongo bastante pasión, and a lot of what you call that tender TLC, tender love and care. Okay, I put a lot of that. Okay, because I believe in what I do, ¿me entiendes? And as long as I'm able to do that. I mean, I'm going to keep on going doing what I do.
Hey,
Because,
I
said,
saw TLC stood for titties, lonja, and chicharrones.
that's a good one. I like that. I like that. I like that. Wait. You don't have that one copyrighted, so I can use it, right? I wanna use
Let's go
that.
to the courthouse.
No,
Cut the video, bro. Cut the video. Ya valió.
well, like, mira, once again, thank you for inviting me to be here with you, bro. And I mean that. I really do. I'm so far. I'm having fun with you guys. I'm really having fun with you guys. And it's a treat. It's a treat to be
Yeah,
here.
man.
It's a treat, and be able to say hi to everybody out there. Saludarlos, and of course, it's a treat to once again, finally get to talk to Marcus. This guy's been avoiding me like the plague. I see how it is, Bato. I see how it is. Okay? I see how it is.
Got him.
On camera.
Got him.
I told him one time. I
Got
told him.
him.
I saw him at a award show. I said, "Man, you're on my bucket list of producers." He's like, "Why am I on your bucket list, man?" He's like, I offended him.
Oh wow! Te salió, Bato.
Hugo,
No,
Hugo,
dime.
What bothers me a lot, and sometimes me and Juan disagree on this, but I cannot stand when people say, "That's not Tejano. That's not Tejano." Now, I was listening to one of G's songs, and I always forget about Culturas' song, which one it is. But as I listened to it after 10, 15, 20 years later, I was like, this is a banda song. And it was one of their biggest hits. But when people what song is it? Juan, I think you told me what.
Tú me traes bien loco.
No.
Oh, G, that's how you, dog. That's how you, dog. That's how you, dog. That's how you, G.
Okay, so what my point is, every time people hear that song from Culturas, they immediately think Tejano. every time they hear Charanga, they immediately they think Tejano. So why is it today when someone tries to do something a little different, they try to put some variety to it, people, yeah, that's not Tejano. But
Mira,
you guys did it. You got your biggest hit.
no. Mira, let me tell you one thing. When we first came out with Charanga, we got a lot of slack. Also, there was a lot. Like in the ballrooms that we used to play back in the day at the High Hold, Guys and Dolls in Fort Worth. They used to usually leave graffiti backstage, right? And that's back then. That's how.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
No, that was our Facebook. That was our Facebook back in the day. That's how musicians used to communicate back then. Okay,
And what they put on the wall?
they put. I saw once, case, yeah, Fandango USA, Charanga, keep it Tejano. I saw.
Man.
So yes, we did get that a lot. But the thing is, as Tejano musicians, and I'm very proud of this, and I'm always going to fight about this. As Tejano musicians, we have a lot of influences inside our culture. This thing we call Tejano is a culture in itself. Okay,
Yes.
we are not English,
Yes.
and we're not Spanish. We're sort of like in the middle. We're sort of like in the middle. And back in the day, America didn't like us because we looked too Mexican, and Mexico didn't like us because we looked too white. So we were stuck in our own little world, and we created our own language, our own music, our own culture, right? There's words we use that don't exist in the dictionary. Ahí te guacho, los calcos, los tramados, vato, la lisa, But you know what they mean. To us, we know what it means. El troque, vato, súbete el troque. It doesn't exist in the dictionary, but you and me know what it means. Las chanclas, vato, los tramados, vato, la lisa. Tú tocas la lira, vato,
Ahí te guacho.
Ahí te guacho, right. So, there's words, and Tejano music is something that needs to be acknowledged by in the academic life, because it's already been they recognize other cultures, and us as Tejanos, being a Tejano, we are influenced by rock and roll, by country, by Cajun music, by mariachi, by norteño, and we have a very unique way of playing the music we do. Right. My respects to norteño. My respects to banda. I have I like all kinds of music, but I'd like to be able to play like them, and then I can play country and make it sound authentic, make it sound like the real thing. And I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the accent of some Mexicans some Tejanos trying to play country, right? Because if I've heard it. Where Tejanos are trying to play country, and you can hear the accent in the music. You don't need to talk. I can hear the accent. It's Tejanos trying to play country. What I mean by that is that if you listen to the people in Nashville, the way they play country, okay, you need to sit down and study how these people are doing it, okay? Because they might not know a cumbia, but they know country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So having said that, our music, this thing we call Tejano music, Tejano culture, our music reflects all those influences from country. See, back then they used to say that we didn't have an image because while Emilio Navarro was dressing up as a cowboy, Selena never did, or neither did Joe Lopez, right? But we were still Tejano, right? So they used to say we don't have an image, but if you think about it, it's que we're capable of going from one side of the spectrum to the other side of the spectrum. We're capable of sounding authentic. If I sing mariachi, it's going to sound authentic. But if I sing rock and roll, it's going to sound rock and roll. At least I try. At least I'm trying my damnedest to make it sound authentic. I sit down. See, a lot of people think, I can play conjunto. No, you can't, because these guys play conjunto all their lives. They might not be able to play Tejano, but they got conjunto down. So what do? Yeah. You sit down and study and learn. Listen to the way the drummer's playing conjunto. Look at what he's doing different. And look at the way the bass is thumping the bass. Okay, so you learn. Okay, so now you go to Louisiana, you learn Cajun music. What's the difference between their accordion and my accordion? Well, what are we doing different here? It's the same instrument, right? It's the way it's being played. So,
Same instrument is different sound.
as Tejanos, we try to learn all of that. I mean, a lo menos I try. And like I said, I take it very serious. I take it very, very, very serious. It's dead serious to me.
A lot of Tejano musicians do. A lot of them do. I remember. Yeah, I remember being floored when I heard Emilio cover Hotel California, and I that was one of my first live Tejano shows. And I wasn't expecting to hear the Eagles, and it floored me.
Well, check this out. Some time ago, I went and played the keyboards for Johnny Rodriguez. And I went to Bakersfield, California at the Buck Owens Crystal Palace, where I made Dwight Yoakam, Buck Owens, and I was the keyboard player for Johnny Rodriguez, right? And one of the songs I had to learn that I didn't know, that Johnny Rodriguez wrote. I didn't even know that. But I remember right now because you said the Eagles. La de Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Okay, Desperado. That's a Johnny Rodriguez song. I did not know that.
Wow.
So I had to learn the piano. Dun, 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 dun. I had to learn, and I didn't know that was a Johnny Rodriguez song. The Eagles picked it up, and of course they made it into a big old hit. But Johnny Rodriguez recorded it. Desperado, why don't you sense that's kind of a little bit more like a rock country thing, right? And of course the Eagles made it into a ballad, and it touched a lot of people, including myself. But lo and behold, I'm playing the piano and I find myself playing Desperado, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. I didn't even know Johnny Rodriguez wrote that. So if Johnny Rodriguez is watching, there, bro, I just plugged you in. I just plugged you in.
You cleared that up for a lot of people because I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Look at there's a version in YouTube where Johnny Rodriguez is singing Desperado the way he wrote it at first. Check it out.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we're very diverse in Tejano music. I mean, you can play a lot of stuff. Like you said, Emilio played Hotel California, but I mean, he did at least one rock song almost every single album that he did. Yeah. And they were all great, So
because I think one of the most iconic for me was The Gambler with DJ Kane.
Oh yeah. Well, that
was one of the ones that was like stuck out for me.
Let me give you another example on how diverse Tejano music is. And I'm talking from one end of the spectrum all the way to the other. Listen to the way Michael Salgado sang that country song. You wouldn't even believe that's Michael Salgado, okay? You've heard that country song that Michael Salgado did, right?
I'm in his video.
How he talks to Cadillac.
Marcus is in his video.
Huh?
Marcus is in his video.
Well, my point. Oh, that's right. I did see you there. As a matter of fact, because I've been talking to Michael Salgado about.
You couldn't miss him.
Well, Michael Salgado and myself, we've been talking, and we've been thinking about a couple of things in country, and I might just produce something for Michael. We'll see where this goes.
Nice.
But but we were together in the cruise, man. So we talked.
Do a lot of networking on that cruise, huh?
Oh, you know how it goes, Otto. You know how it goes. You know how it is.
You're stuck on a boat for 5 days, surrounded by the same people. So,
no kidding. Well, one of the things I like about that is that no phone for a whole week. I can disconnect myself from the phone, from the internet, I find out that. You find out how addictive you are with the phone and the internet. Yeah. After 3 days, you're like jonesing for the damn internet. It's like, where is it? But I tell you, it's very liberating once you let go. Once you let go, it's liberating. Maybe you can even get to enjoy a sunset. Maybe.
Nice.
So let's plug it in. Let's plug it in real quick. I know they're not affiliated with us here on Chingon or Tejano TV, but I want to send a huge shout out because it's un amigo mío, Mr. Al Duarte, because it's un buen amigo mío, and that gentleman, right? I want a huge shout out for him, man. Tejanos in Paradise, and I know there's other cruises that do Tejano stuff too, but I just want a huge shout out for Al Duarte. Dallas in Paradise. They do a lot of big things, and so make plans to join the next cruise with them, man. De parte mía,
Well,
DJ Nunez desde Washington State, bro.
no, you just said it right now. There's a lot of other cruises, but Tejanos in Paradise was the very first one, my friend. Very first one. That's the very first one right there.
We have Khalifa's tuning in as well out there from Oceanside, California. He says, saludos to all. I remember 13 years ago when I started on internet radio. My dream was to meet Hugo Guerrero, super cool dude. Interview with him a couple times. Saludos from beautiful Oceanside, California. Was a big
Oceanside.
hit. Techno
Un,
banda by
un
Nata Show.
abrazo cariñoso allá para todo California, actually, para lo que es Sacramento, San Diego, San José, para allá para Los Ángeles, especially East LA. There's a lot of friends of mine in East Los, like they said over there. San José, San Diego, Bakersfield también. Saludo. Para Salinas, para Stockton, también saludos, un abrazo cariñoso. Bakersfield, that's way up north, Vato. That's way up north.
I lived there for about 10 years over there in Bakersfield in the 80s.
So you know it gets cold over there, right?
Yeah, you start getting close to the mountains. Yeah, it gets cold over there.
It gets very cold. No, pero también está muy bonito. Very beautiful country. Very beautiful country, man. The only thing that scares me is that over there in California, they have earthquakes, vato. No, man. No. I'll stick to my hurricanes and tornadoes. Yeah. At least I see them coming.
Over there in Bakersfield, you remember the big Bakersfield sign, the arch that goes across the street?
Yes.
They had some, I guess back in the day, they had some old apartments that were right there, right next to that sign on the one of the sides there. We used to live there in that little spot there. And then across the street, there was a Wiener Schnitzel and Kentucky Math. So we used to live there.
Wow, what a small world. Well, entonces you know the Bucko is Crystal Palace, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I played there, vato. I played there. I saw Flaco Jimenez accordion in there on a display with Dwight Yoakam and his guitars there and everything.
Yeah, when they did Streets of Bakersfield at that time.
Yeah. Well, the whole club is it's got a lot of memorabilia from the Hee Haw show back in the day because of Buck Owens, right?
The Hee Haw show.
Well, that was back in the day,
Dwight just played a couple of weeks ago here in Waco, man. It was sure cool to see him bring out his keyboard player pulled out the accordion on the streets of Bakersfield. I was like, that's pretty cool right there.
I know some stories. I'd rather not talk about it right now. No. We'll leave it like that.
Okay.
Leave it like that.
Slick Rick, he says, how's everybody doing tonight? Great show. Charanga Vato. Slick Rick out there in Dallas, Texas. Bobby Castaneda, saludos from Califas, everyone. Bobby Castaneda's tuning in. Thank you so much for being with us here. And it's getting about that time, so we're gonna going to play one last video for everybody out there. And of course, we can't leave without playing one of the big ones here. And Hugo's probably getting tired of playing the song over and over again.
Oh, wait, let me guess. The national anthem of China.
Pretty much close enough. It turned into an anthem for Tejano music. It's crazy. This for everybody here. And I think this was on, I can't remember the name of the show, Rogelio. I think it was on that show right there. You guys
man, you're talking about a lot. That was a long time ago, Vato.
A long time ago. You were still white at the time, I think.
Y qué gacho, Vato.
You were still Jewish.
Qué gacho, Vato. Qué gacho.
We've already been here 2 hours, bro. We've already been here 2 hours, but I gotta go, man. I don't think pila. My pila's done. Wait. I'm done.
No, wait. I'm not going. No. I'm not gonna let you go, Vato. No, you can't go nowhere. You can't go.
All right,
you gotta pass it over here, Vato.
It's legal over there.
Hey.
Yeah.
Other way.
No. No, mira. Wait. Mira. This is my upright bass, mira.
Oh, That's jazzy right there.
Okay,
Nice.
hey, Hugo.
This is my baby right
Aquí
here.
me quedo, but I gotta go get another beer if we're gonna do this.
Okay,
I
well,
gotta get
man,
another beer if we're gonna do this.
well, make sure you bring it up for me too.
And for me too.
So we'll do the video. We're gonna go to the video, and I'm gonna go get another beer. We're gonna keep going.
Está bueno.
Órale.
All
We're gonna
right.
keep going.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the video right here. And this is, of course, a Charanga. Hugo Guerrero, right here on the Three Amigos Show.
Hoy nomás. Pero vamos pa'l baile. ¡Uy! Yo nunca había bailado, pero hoy en día me he entusiasmado con ese ritmo de la charanga. Porque me he dado cuenta que hasta los cocos botan la mula y se sienten buenos cuando la bailan. Yo nunca había bailado, pero hoy en día me he entusiasmado con ese ritmo de la charanga. Porque me he dado cuenta que hasta los cocos botan la mula y se sienten buenos cuando la bailan. Charanga, en la costa se goza mucho con charanga. Charanga, en la costa se goza mucho con pachanga. Pachanga, en Colombia se goza mucho con charanga. Charanga, Venezuela también la mueve con pachanga. Pachanga, pachanga, charanga, charanga, pachanga, pachanga, charanga, charanga. Pero mira, mira, mira que esa vieja no se casa por el modo de mirarme. Parece que no duerme, amanece, anochece en la rueda del fandango. Ella quiere que la muerte se la lleve charangando. Charanga, 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 charanganga, ganganga, charanga es una buena ganga. Guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua. Dios mío, oye. Charanga, en la costa se goza mucho con charanga. Charanga, en la costa se goza mucho con pachanga. Pachanga, en Colombia se goza mucho con charanga. Charanga, Venezuela también la mueve con pachanga. Pachanga, pachanga, charanga, charanga, pachanga, pachanga, charanga, charanga. Pero mira, mira, mira que esa vieja no se casa por el modo de mirarme. Parece que no duerme, amanece, anochece en la rueda del fandango. Ella quiere que la muerte se la lleve charangando. Charanga, 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 charanganga, ganganga, charanga es una buena ganga. Guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua, guaracuacua, guacuacua. ¡Wow!
This week on the Three Amigos Show.
Boy, have we been waiting for this guy to appear on our show. Tejano Music Awards Best New Male Artist Stevie D's gonna give us inside access to his world and what he's all about. We'll discuss his career, his future, and what kind of aftershave he wears. Because, ladies, he's just too good looking to be real. Wednesday, May 1st, we'll have Stevie D in the house.
Right here on the Three Amigos Show.
All right, of course, a classic right there, La Charanga. Hugo, with your OCD, does that really bother? Does it really bother you to play to tracks like that?
Well, not really. No. Well, what do you mean by OCD?
like when you hear a song, like when you hear a song and you know there's something wrong with it and it irritates you, like the song that you said you did.
Oh yeah, it kills me, man. It just kills me. It's like, man, how could I let that go like that? It's like, oh man, I can't believe I
So
did
now,
that.
so now watching like you went
No,
to the
ahorita,
shows.
no. I was watching the video, and the first thing that came into my mind was, what the hell were we wearing? Or what the hell? Damn.
But you know when it
Can you
came,
hear me?
but when you know when it came to those shows like that, like Guerrero and of course Johnny Canales, a lot of the bands they played to their tracks, so it
Right.
wasn't live. But did those shows like that irritate you because you couldn't play live?
No. Well, es que back then we were. In order to do a TV show like that back in the day, you would need to, and we did it. We did it in Los Angeles, California once, but it takes like 3 days of sound check before they broadcast. I mean, it's like 3 days of just sound check, checking everything. The engineers are, because in order to get a good mix, y que se oiga bien through for TV, right? The drums, the bass, the guitar, for it to just sound. That's not something that you just do. Okay, come on in, arráncate. That's not something you do. But more than likely, it's going to sound ugly because nobody did sound check. But it's like, and I'm an audio guy. I'm very critical about
That's why I
the
said
audio, right? But back then, that's the way everybody was doing it. Basically, you just come with a recording. We had Charanga with the vocals live that the studio had made, like when we played at the Alamo Dome with the Tejano Music Awards. The voices were live because I was able to say, "Hello, everybody, you're having a good time" and stuff like that. But the music, we're just pantomiming. We're pantomiming the music. But that was the easiest way to get a good sound out of the performance, especially if you got like 12 different acts. Okay, órale, bájate, next. Órale, let's go. And boom. Okay, bájate next. Okay, well, let's go. And boom. See, and with Fandango, like I said earlier, we were doing things at 100 miles an hour. I remember one gig where we played at 12 o'clock in El Paso, Texas, at 6 o'clock in Harlingen, and then 10 o'clock in Houston, Texas. That was just one day, okay? And you're talking about running in the airport. Come on, corre, let's go. Hey, hello, everybody. You having a good time? And then you get off the stage and go to the airport. Come on, let's go. Run. Y luego otra vez another stage. Hey, hello, everybody. You're having a good time. And then you get off the airport again. Let's go, run. Let's go. And then, hey, hello. And then, wait, what day is this? It's still the same day. It's like, damn. It felt like the whole weekend just went by. But see, the point I'm trying to make is that back then things were that way. Everything was at 100 miles an hour, and I guess that's what you call living life in the fast lane. Because it's like everything was happening just too damn fast. Even when Charanga hit the airwaves, and all of a sudden, Fandango was getting calls from Caracas, Venezuela, y que La Guardia, y que San Juan, Puerto Rico, y que La Calle 8 in Miami. But let's go do a commercial for Coors Light in Los Angeles, California, and Hollywood. And see, this happened overnight. See, because before that, we were just a little band trying to make it, man. We were just trying to make it. And I remember there was a club in San Antonio que se llamaba T-Town, and we have been playing there forever, right? And we gathered a small crowd. And I remember una vez after Charanga, we got there, and there was a big old line of people para entrar. And I was asking the guys, "Oh, is anybody else playing with us?" They go, "No, it's just us." They go, "What is it? A wedding? A quinceañera? What is it?" So, no, they have a charanga dance contest that they're going to do. So, basically, all those people, they went to go see us. And I'm going like, we've been coming to this place all year long. Now they finally decided to come check us out. But see, it was grabando, tocando. Everything was really, 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 really fast. I mean, it was. I try to remember a lot of things, and some of them are just a blur because, needless to say, and what I mean by needless to say is that back then I was doing a lot of partying, right? And I missed a lot of things because I was either too messed up or I don't even remember. Okay, so I went to San Marcos and I saw a friend of mine, and I hadn't seen him in a while. And he tells me, "Yeah, man, don't you remember you played here in San Marcos?" I go, "In San Marcos? I played in San Marcos?" He go, "Yeah, you played at this club. You even gave me a ride, bro." I am not kidding you when I say I do not remember at all, at all. And that because, like I said, back then we were doing everything at 100 miles an hour, and some of it was just like a blur. I mean, I remember some of the things, like I've always been a big fan of. I grew up listening to Conjunto Bernal. That was like the guys that I used to Latin Breed with Jimmy Edwards, to the point where the keyboard player is my compadre now, Julian Carrillo. He's my compadre. I talked to Adalberto not too long ago. I was just talking to him, and what I grew up with. I grew up with Steve Jordan. Steve Jordan was, and all of us, we were playing once in Donna, and for Steve Jordan to go check us out, I felt like, wow, Steve Jordan came to check us out. We must be doing something right. So, but yeah, when I ended up playing with Jesse Serrata and the New Wave, but that also me hice muy camaradas, and I used to hang around a lot with Chacha Jimenez, with Snowball. Well, of course, I used to hang around with Laura Canales and they were part of a clique, camaradismo, de toda esta gente that I was fortunate enough to meet and to know, and to hang out with. To me, that was the shits. That was the thing. I don't know if you can understand what I'm trying to say, but for me to be able to get on stage with Jimmy Edwards and sing one of his songs in front of him. No estés triste, palomita, tu prieto ya va en camino. In front of Jimmy Edwards was, it's like singing to El Mero Chingon right there.
So I will share this with you.
I've had some very, very nice experiences. And thanks to you. Yes.
So you say like if we can relate to that. So I wanna.
Can't hear you no more.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
There we go. I can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay. So what I was trying to establish with you is that you said that the fact that what we can relate to, and I want you to understand this, that like I understand you are bringing another generation into the industry. Everything you're producing, everything you're doing, all the young artists that you are currently working with and what you're doing, that's establishing the next generation. So what me and Juan experienced at La 45 after party with you got Theo, Joe Posada, and you on stage, and you had all the young crowd dancing to your music. That to me was that's the movement. That's the movement of the next generation. You have it. It's there. It's there. It's established. It's established, bro. It's established because we listen to it very well.
Well, let me tell you, man. I thank you. I thank you for saying that. Okay, give this guy whatever he wants. Okay, give him whatever. I said it. I give him whatever he wants. No, thank you for that, bro. Thank you for saying that. I had a real good time. To my surprise, when I started playing charanga and they did that choo-choo train, did you see that? See,
I have it recorded. I gotta send to one.
Yeah,
I have it recorded.
That freaked me out because I wasn't expecting that. Right?
Well, no, we have the whole show on Tejano TV. We play it on the weekends.
I have it from the backside. I have it from the line.
Okay.
I have it from.
I'm gonna let you in a little secret. I don't like to see myself on video, Otto. I am my own worst critic. Okay, you guys.
I don't like hearing my own voice.
Look, let me tell you, you don't need to criticize me. I do a fine job on my own. Okay, I can criticize myself better than anybody. I don't need anybody. So I tend not to. My wife, she tells me, "Hey, look, there's a video of you." I don't want to see it. I don't. That's just me. I'll be all right. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I don't need to see it. Okay, I'll be okay. I'll be all right.
But those barriers that you're breaking, because like Marcus had said, Juan had said, and even some of the stuff I agree with, man. You're breaking barriers with what is banda, what is salsa, what is reggaeton, and you
Well,
yourself have already established it in the conversation that you're willing to work with anybody and everybody for those sounds. But for your individual sound of what is Tejano, music is always going to evolve. Music is always
well,
going to change.
well. Imagine if there was no labels and it was just called music. How would that be? We just take it all in. Take it all in. Take it, all of it. Take it all in. It's no labels. It's just music. It's art. It's I like purples. You like reds, and it's art. It's art.
Speaking of that, I was trying to figure out Charanga because I hear merengue, and of course I hear the rap breakdown. What song is? What is that?
Okay. If you listen to what the words say, it says, yo nunca había bailado, pero hoy en día me he entusiasmado con ese ritmo de la charanga. So it's talking about a rhythm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So la charanga, while you and me, we recognize it as merengue. Over there south, it's a charanga.
Oh,
It's the rhythm itself. Well, you might call it a cumbia. They might call it over there soca. You know.
yeah.
And I'm talking about down south, Panamá, para allá para Cartagena, para Barranquilla, Colombia, para allá para todos esos lugares. Okay, so over there, I want to say, you can tell what part of the country they are just by the way they play. Because una cumbia, if you pay attention to a cumbia, everybody plays it different. And there's different types. There's cumbia lagunera, cumbia colombiana, cumbia grupera, cumbia norteña. So just by the way they play the cumbia, you can more or less figure out where they're from, right? And because I've done a very thorough study on this about the different ways you can play a cumbia, because there's more than 1,000 ways you can play a cumbia. Okay, I mean you can add hip hop, but it's still a cumbia, right? You can add the vallenato, the cha chu chu cha, lo tribal, lo tribal, and then it's still a fucking cumbia, Romay. It's still the cha 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 cha. Although sometimes they might add a little bit of cha 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 cha, cha kind of más arrebatado, ¿me entiendes? But it's still a cumbia. I mean, basically, it's just the way that different people express themselves. I mean, they feel the cumbia way different than we do. Nosotros como Tejanos, we're familiar with salsa, so you can hear in our cumbias in Tejano that we'll add a little bit of salsa in there, a little bit of New York.
You have Charanga has the piano is salsa riffs, right?
Right.
The beat sounds merengue.
Because of the way we've been influenced. Tejano music and a lot of Tejano musicians are influenced, like I want to say like 60% by jazz. Okay, because even the chords on Tejano are jazz. They're jazzed out. And so la salsa, if you listen to the way salsa is played in New York, it's got a lot of jazz in there. I'm talking about Cuba, como Cuba. And if you want to go even deeper, Desi Arnaz had an orchestra that was ahead of their time. Because if you try to take out the chords of I Love Lucy theme, it's got some shit in there, okay? And if you really sit down and try to pay attention, see, I know a lot of musicians in Miami, allá en Florida, que son músicos pesados, man. These guys are monster players. But see, I can tell they're heavily influenced by jazz. It's the same jazz chords, right? So nosotros como Tejanos, we'll grab a traditional Mexican song and we'll jazz it up.
Jazz it up, yeah.
It's gonna sound the way we feel it as a culture.
Have you had the chance to work with Chris Villanueva?
Where have I heard that name?
Chris Villanueva. He was the one that was on the keyboard with Joe Posada.
Oh
That
no,
night at
no,
Julio
he's
Pacheco.
a hell of a musician, hell of a musician, hell of a keyboard player. No, he's a hell of a keyboard player. Mis respetos, mis respetos. No, I've never had a chance to work, but I've done some projects with Mario Ortiz.
Okay. I know you work with Mario. Mario is a hell of a damn musician too. You know, I get it, but
Oh yeah.
I look forward. I only
Well,
drop his name because I look forward to what you can do with Chris.
Mario, he's not that good, Vato. He only plays with the Commodores. Come on, he's not that good. He only plays with the Commodores.
We got Mart Fabula. He says, shout out Hugo Guerrero. He is my cousin's padrino from down there in Cotula. Yeah,
Oh
family out here in
wow,
Cotula.
I know a lot of people in Cotula. I know a lot of people.
Okay.
I know a Miguel in Cotula. Everybody knows Miguel in Cotula. I'm not gonna say anymore, okay?
Nah, chinga.
Well, we know a
Asústame
few,
one
so
time.
you drop last names and we might narrow it down a little bit. Rick Slick Rick said, who was the drummer that was in the video with the charanga? Fandango.
That's a very good question. That's a very good question. On the video, that's my compadre Valde
Okay.
Muñoz. He used to be married to Laura Canales back in the day. He's
Okay,
married
yeah.
to now he's married to my comadre Mary. So yeah, Valde's my compadre for a lot of years, and pues him and Mary, mi comadre, pues I've known him for bro. I must have been like 23 years old when I first met him. Okay, and I'm talking about a long time ago. I'm telling you, Ato, Lincoln was president.
Yeah, he said he knew him since when he was with Los Únicos.
Yeah. Sí, but before Los Únicos, mi compadre Valde andaba con los fabulosos cuatro, con Carlos Guzmán.
Ooh.
Nice.
Right. But see, the thing is, mi compadre Valde, he had to go to Vietnam, okay, back in, I think it's 68, 69. So he left Los Fabulosos to Vietnam. Cuando vino para atrás, fue cuando se formaron Los Únicos.
That's crazy, bro. Because you're talking straight conjunto. That's like
Right.
literally like that's
You're talking about
100% conjunto. And I'm not disposing like you said the genres of what Tejano is, right? Like you're
well,
literally talking about the fucking nitty gritty, and lo que viene siendo conjunto into what music is. And then did they add
well,
their element and what Tejano, orquesta, and all that laid, into the music? Yes, but I'm saying that like those are bands, those are iconic bands that you're name dropping right now.
well, I grew up listening to all of that, right? That's
Yeah,
because okay, I grew up in Laredo, Texas, first of all. So let me make that clear. I grew up in
yes,
Laredo,
right.
Texas, but I was born in Monterrey, Nuevo León. Okay, so I was born. Yo soy de Monterrey. I was born in Monterrey, Nuevo León. So vengo de la colonia Independencia. Okay, para todos mis amigos que están de Monterrey, que si nos están viendo, un saludo a toda la raza de allá de San Nicolás de los Garza, a la colonia Independencia y toda la raza de Monterrey, San Luis Potosí también, muy, saludos. I was born over there, but I grew up in Laredo, Texas. Okay, in Laredo, cumbia was all over the place. So I got a very good understanding of what a cumbia is, okay, or a mambo or a salsa. What is
Yep.
that? Tejano, on the other hand, was like underground. It was like the naughty shit. It was like the underground shit, right? And I would have friends of mine that they would have. Remember those 8 tracks? Remember those 8 tracks when we used to have 8 tracks?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I had
Hey,
no.
Marcus,
I had a
you
friend of
do?
mine.
You remember
No, I
what an
had.
8 check is, Marcus?
He had a GT. He had a 1969 GTO, and he had a cassette of
Ooh.
Latin Green with Adalberto.
Ooh.
Okay, and I
Ooh.
remember I would listen to that cassette over and over and over. I had an 8 track también de Gino Vanelli, brother to brother. That cassette I had it. Okay, um, and I was very heavily influenced by the way the keyboards are being played because Gino Vanelli was like 5 keyboard players, and Gino Vanelli singing. Um, I don't know if you heard of Gino Vanelli, but Gino Vanelli is the guy that recorded I just want to stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just want to stop. and tell you what up. See, that's Gino Vanelli, right? And that was 5 keyboard players playing on stage. And
Damn.
see, it's like that's what I want to be. That's what I. Back then, it was the thing, right? But my thing was Little Joe La Familia, Latin Breed, Los Únicos, especially highly los Chachos y Conjunto Bernal.
Los
Man,
Chachos.
I would listen to that over and over and over, and I would try to emulate the way they were being played, the way the guitarra sounded on the that rhythm, and it infects you, and it just grows on you when you hear that. Desde el cielo recibido una noticia, the way that rhythm sounds, man, that shit would drive me nuts. And I would listen to it over and over and over and over and over and over. But see, when I finally moved out of Laredo and started playing with Johnny Hernandez in the Third Coast, see, I learned a whole different school right there because, like I said, mistakes were $20 each. Okay, so it's up to you. You want to make all the mistakes. So talking about discipline, yeah, you would be playing, you wouldn't even smile, Bato. You wouldn't even smile.
Right.
Nice. Well, yeah.
Huh?
Well, nice. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us here today on the Three Amigos Show. Another awesome interview here with Mr. Hugo Guerrero, the Charanga King, right here on the Three Amigos Show on Tejano TV.
Thank you, Bato.
And,
Thank you.
It's been an honor. Thank you so much for joining us on our show. We appreciate it, and hopefully we get to see you on another show pretty soon.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. And thank you for having me on your show. And everybody who's watching, thank you very much for being with us. Su servidor. My name is Elvis Presley. My name is Hugo Guerrero, and I'm here with my friends here. And thank you for being with us. Okay, if I didn't get to say hi to you, I'm sure I will get to see you in the future. Okay, so I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm going to say hasta la próxima. Okay, see you next time, brother.
One more plug for your show.
July the 6th, Dallas, Texas, VFW. Be there. It's going to be a party, Vato. It's going to be a party. July 6th, Dallas, Texas, at the VFW. Once again, Julio 7 in Dallas, Texas, at the VFW.
Hugo Guerrero featuring Marcus Daniels.
Yeah, well, no. Actually, I'm going to bring in a Marcus Daniel, but I'm going to raffle him. Okay. And whoever wins him can keep him and support him. Okay. I know, wait. And by the looks of it, I'm going to take a lot of support.
A lot of support.
You're good. Are you still chilling?
There you go. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here.
Yeah, give me a little bit.
Real quick.
Give me a little bit.
Let me mute him real quick. So let me let everybody know he threw me off. That you can download Tejano TV on all your devices now. You can download it on Firestick, Roku, Google Play, and at the Apple Store. And of course, as a bonus, you get Chingon Radio, the People Station, and you can also hear it live on Live 365, and of course the TuneIn app, or go to chingonradio.com. And we appreciate everybody who's been downloading this so far and enjoying all the great music videos of the past, and of course today, all of our podcasts as well, and all of our upcoming shows that we will be having for you guys. And of course, I want to thank our sponsors, my baby Lilah Cervantes with Lilah Lease Promotions, Danny Farias, Janie's Record Shop, Hacienda International, Archy's Homestyle Burger here in Cotula, and of course, Azul Tequila, the new face of tequila. I am El Mas Chingon, Juan Mendoza.
Marcus Daniels, Midnight Mariachi.
DJ Nune out of Yakima, Washington.
Hugo Guerrero from New Braunfels, Texas. See you later. After a while, crocodile like to watch a cucaracho. I don't know what else.
All right. We'll see you guys next Wednesday here on the Three Amigos Show with Stevie D. And of course, our first anniversary for Tejano TV. Thank you guys so much, and hopefully you guys get to tune in next Wednesday live. We'll see you later right here on the Three Amigos Show. Saludos going out to D. He'll be back next week.
Next time on the
Three Amigos Show. He won the Tejano Music Award for Best New Male Artist, and we've been waiting for this guy to appear on our show. Stevie D's gonna give us inside access to his world and what he's all about. Combat veteran turned musician, we'll discuss his career, his future, and what kind of aftershave he wears. Join us on Wednesday, May 1st. We'll have Stevie D in the house right here on the Three Amigos Show. Brought to you by Chingon Radio, LilahLisaPromotions.com, Hacienda International Productions, musician Danny Farias, Azul Tequila, taste the new face of tequila, Archy's Homestyle Burgers in Cotulla, Texas, Janie's Record Shop in San Antonio, Texas, and Tejano TV. You can view the Three Amigos Show on all your favorite streaming platforms and on all your Roku devices. The Three Amigos Show.